To go here, and we're kicking things off. It is going to be quite a technical approach once again. We talked about in the previous series, lots of teams opting for these executions of the T-side pistol to guarantee the bomb plan at the very least. But Chad, they've got 2 HE grenades as well. You'd assume that's for sandbags, but we'll see what they've got up their sleeve.
Well, they're forcing the defense back, so yeah, I mean, it can be sandbags, but if they feel like no one's there, they can actually audible it and put it elsewhere, right?
I think that's dead on.
Oh, but it looks like Astralis want to step up to the plate. Jabbi's stepping in front of the smokes as well. Staehr is cordoned off, and here comes the turn of the corner.
Into the bomb side we go. Equal exchange for now, but it is going to be Astralis taking the lead and then some. Staehr knocking them down. As Wicardia, nothing to do. There'll be no bomb plan here, that's for sure. Looking for a clean execution. It's going to be Jabbi to find the killing blow in the pistol round here, and it's going to be 4 players surviving for Astralis as well. Most importantly, no bomb down. So.
If we go back to Chengdu, where Astralis were playing, with the game style casting for them on the CT side pistol, Staehr was always finding so much impact. Like multi-kill on CT side pistol. He's done it again here. A nice little triple kill. A beautiful way, stall them out, that smoke to negate the short push as well. It pipes them through one choke point.
This is like Eternal Fire's best map, I would say. So the fact that they've got the pistol here on the CT side, a good start. There's no bomb going down. So we are going to see pretty much a full eco. Antares will have dual elites.
That's a unique choice.
Yeah.
You don't see it too frequently, and it's going to go down without firing a bullet. Nicely done from Staehr stepping up. Wicardia's just beneath him, but the Glock just can't get it done. It's just too weak.
Certainly not. Bomb's gone down, round over. Maja hoping to find a kill at the very least, but I don't think that's going to happen. Nice damage. Staehr want to get the hell out of there.
I want to bring a point to the table here. Eternal Fire at the Major, against some of the teams they were playing, they were able to do a lot of prep and exploit that in wins, especially against Virtus Pro. Maja talking about the flank on a ramp. With Astralis, the amount of tape is much less.
Sure.
So I think there'll be some difficulties in that regard.
I think going into that Major, no one was that excited about the prospect of Eternal Fire. I think the target's going to be on the back now. You know they're a world-class team with some real stars in there. Like you said, very prepared. And to be fair as well, Chad, Maja overperformed at that event. Like, he was getting unbelievable maps. Like, he was like
impact.
30 kills sometimes. Like, you just don't see that too often from him. And the fact he peaked at that level, amazing. But whether it's replicable, I'm not so sure.
Well, Bro is going to be tested. A new addition to Astralis, and he's going to be playing behind the boxes, backing away to E-Box with just the SMG. It's Jabbi who joins him with the FAMAS. Oh, the Molotov, though, burns them both into the open. And 1 for 1 ain't so bad considering the situation.
They're on the flank already, dealing with Calyx. This is going to be tough. Zataris has grabbed another. The site locked off. EF should be good for their first.
No plan yet, though. It does beg the question if this could fall awry. Looks like that C4 will go down eventually. CTs have a very difficult retake ahead of them. Probably better off saving now, considering the heavy damage they've taken. Device down at 6 points of health. They don't have a kill either. So, yeah, hold on to the weapons you have. Round gone, but not the end of the world.
Now, Chengdu, I guess for Astralis, I think what was so surprising to me was that was one of the events where you looked at Staehr and you were like, oh, he's been unleashed. He's been unlocked.
He got a lot of his positions back.
Yeah.
That was one of the keys.
Okay.
Yeah, him getting a lot of his spots back from the blame scenario.
Yeah, the blame era
that existed.
Sure.
Yeah, and there's a lot of blame going to blame in the blame era. That's a nicely highlighted Molotov there coming in from mid. You saw just how much damage that did, forcing them into the fight. But yeah, I think that Staehr and Jabbi look a lot more like themselves within this team. We discussed it a lot, Jason, you and I, in the 17 hours of podcast we do a week.
Yes, apparently.
Sir. We never shut up. But we're talking about, the fact that they're with an AWPer in-game leader, which is what they were used to with Cadian. It means there's a lot more autonomy on the type of decisions that they get to make. Bro just plugs into the team and he gets to play anchor roles, which he was already doing over there in Monty. And then you have Staehr in for good measure, who's a player who I've heard only positive things about.
So the puzzle pieces are just fitting together a lot nicer with this team across the board. Let's see if it continues at Pro League.
Here we go. First real gun round now. Couple of FAMASes in the mix, but the device AWP is out and about and active at the top of this ramp. Absolute freebie on Antares. You'd think he converts that second, but still hungry for more here. Gets back up from Staehr, who does considerable damage towards Woxic and Wicardia. They've been pinned at the bottom of a ramp, trying to flash their way back into a more favorable position. But a face full of frag grenade funnels them in towards B. Powerful smoke as well. This is looking excellent for Astralis.
What went wrong there? Antares just creeping up the ramp. Was he not expecting an AWP?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh!
Okay. There's Calyx. Staehr's going to have to step up. Molotov to delay any kind of a plant. And Astralis is going to hustle over to try and regain control of this B-bomb site.
Tough.
Okay. Advantage, Eternal Fire. It's snatched back by Staehr. Bomb still to be planted, and Woxic left in a pretty undesirable situation. Does well to find a single kill, but Astralis back to their winning ways as they post 3-1 with no plan. Pretty clean round from Eternal Fire in the previous, so there will be up by, but I think the first tactical timeout will be coming in right here, right now.
I think Xantars might have expected a little bit of covering fire from his teammate to like keep that upper or somebody pinned down. Like watch this kill comes out. Device is gonna love that fight all day. This follow-up repeak though, we're not gonna get to see it. It was either Wakati or Woxic just emptied a magazine into the smoke and just didn't have the ammunition to punish Device after the fact. So he kind of gets away with the follow-up peek.
No timeout, but as we mentioned, the money's okay. I still would have fancied one, honestly. You're operating with 3 rifles, a MAC-10 and a Tech-9 for Maja. Like we said, not the end of the world, but certainly not ideal. Very strong setup now for the CTs. They've got AK-47s within their ranks in the hands of Staehr, as you can see in the screens right here. The battle for A-Ramp continues. It rages on.
Yeah, no lack of output with Astralis names, right? You look at the players, you all know that they can pack a punch when necessary, and the fact they're splitting a 2-1-2 with the AWP in mid, that's very powerful.
What did you guys make of Bro over in Chengdu?
Yeah, I think
seems
it's tidy.
He fits in quite
he
nicely,
does,
right?
Yeah, and
Glue.
the dynamic with the team as well seems to get along with the lads, similar age.
Yeah, true.
Him and Device were warming up with some ping pong a little bit earlier during that last map of the previous series, so they're all ready to go.
Well, we did start after schedule, another VP Classic.
Well, 3 players here now.
Well, this round is still recoverable for Astralis. It will be an A finish by the looks of things. Lots of territory taken by Eternal Fire. They have a couple of smokes, a Molotov as well. Standard execution required here. There's the first smoke. Molotov comes in. It will be the swing off the utility.
Oh, that AWP needed to ring out. Needed to get something. Needs one more, and he can't do it. Device goes over the top and taken down by Calyx.
Think he considered the monitor punch there?
Ooh, yeah, he's got to hold back on those, doesn't he? He's committed to it now,
yeah,
publicly.
he tweeted about it. If you tweet about it, Henry, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough. It's probably good to keep yourself accountable. It's not a good look, smashing up expensive monitors.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm all here.
Well, we would have.
I'm just saying it's probably not a good look for your brand. Like, you want to be known as that guy.
We would have had more segments if that VP series didn't go so long, and one of them would have been talking about what peripherals and things we've smashed with Gaming Rage. So maybe that's one that can come later. With
I like that, yeah, a little teaser for the people back home.
I'd let everyone know I've punched a monitor before, not in a professional setting, just at home.
You'd break it?
I broke the stand, not the panel.
Oh, well, if you're going to break anything, that's the thing to break.
But I punched the panel.
Oh, good push from Staehr. Once again, opening kill, but it's traded back by Xantars this time around.
Yeah, good response, advantage, Eternal Fire, and then some. You can see this is an all-in purchase from Astralis.
Device wants that MP, or excuse me, the M4.
Does Staehr flash Device? Okay, you're right, Jason. I was going to say, do you flash him in and try and fight? Because at the moment, if you lose track of EF, they just win the round. Look at all the nades.
Yeah, Bro won't be able to fend off this B execution. If they're smart about it now, full-on dump of utility. Molotov all over the bomb side, like Bro won't even be able to fire a bullet.
Yeah, they haven't taken the gamble quite yet of just a heavy rotate.
There's the Molotovs.
Yeah, round over.
Round done.
You should save this and double dip into the next.
Yes.
Why throw away anything?
I think you're right. I don't think they'll go for this at all. Especially with that. Okay, it's done. Save the weapons, drop them from Eternal Fire. You can see why they're highly rated on Vertigo. That was a round of 3 rifles, a MAC-10 and a Tech-9. Didn't really break a sweat there. Trade out their initial kill. Xantars picks it up, apply that pressure, push them back on the A side, remove that vision, executing towards B against a weak purchase of Astralis. Job done. Nothing they can do in response apart from save the aforementioned weapons. They upgrade to an AK-47 at least, so they've got 2 rifles now, but still.
I mean, next round's looking strong. You could probably even dip a little bit into the money and get some utility if you wanted to really make a
I reckon you buy behind it.
Yeah, completely?
Well,
it's a timeout situation, I reckon.
I think it's a conversation.
Yeah.
1 round loss bonus.
I don't think
exactly. That's why I'm saying you buy behind it.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you could because you can just fill out utility and kits.
Yes,
oh, there it is. They will have the conversation. So at least there is a conversation to be had. Rugger, an opportunity to get on the mic. What I want to do with Rugger, if we get Astralis for a post-game interview as well, is get him to rate every member that he coached on OG. The one with the most potential to the least.
Okay.
Long list of players.
Exactly.
There's tons.
20 players.
That's a segment.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Or pick his favorite OG
a power
lineup.
ranking of OG over the years. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Okay, I like that. Just write that down.
That's a free one. Harry, if you're listening,
write that down.
Start printing out pictures of OG
good.
players.
All of them.
Every single one.
Was he the coach from its inception?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure as well.
So.
Yeah, he's been there for years.
Didn't do too much necessarily,
but he then got promoted to Astralis.
Fair enough.
Tells you how life goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all. failing upwards.
And they didn't shove all in. So there's been some investments. Next round with the 2400. So the thing is, the rifle round next round is still going to be touch and go.
They can still win this one. Hold the phone.
This?
This is very fast towards the B-bomb site, towards
Look at
the
this
stairs.
boost. You don't see this every day of the week.
So it doesn't give them extra vision. What does it do for them? Oh, it does considerable damage, but takes a lot through this smoke, and now they know there's a bit of a stack going on here. 2 players down.
It has made them lose the position of Bro. They never knew there was a second player there. They didn't realize that was a stack, so...
But it's like MP9, he maybe gets 2. 1. Yeah, there it is. Not going to be enough to do anything with the round. Magic down to 1 HP. Sure, it's uncomfortable, but it's a guaranteed round.
Yeah, that one might need a little bit more time in the oven. They also probably didn't expect that much presence coming up the stairs.
I think if they went for a default, right, you can catch the player scaling from the boost. When you like peer out, you have an angle where he probably thinks he's safe behind the back of the stairs. But because it was almost an all-in shove from EF there, they were just overrun and the boost looked a bit silly. So probably had some applications that we didn't get to see manifest. Also had a lot of people email in after the second call to action for the mailbag.
Any good stuff?
Well, this is the thing. We don't really have the time to go through it, but this we can bank it up. We can bank up the mailbag content and we can run it later. But we probably got another 8 emails.
That's pretty good.
Wow, 8.
I think last season we only got about 8 tweets in total. So
that's the same number of times Electronics played Vertigo.
Yeah.
8.
There you go.
Great info. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, we're pumping the stats out every day.
That's amazing.
We're killing it.
Oh, I like that.
Day 1 coming out swinging.
We've got a shift change coming up shortly. We'll have one Traced on a Ceranthus. We'll have a Maniac. We'll have a Machine. We'll have a Hugo B. Byron and a Yanko.
Pretty nice little lineup.
Yeah, coming in for the second half of this best of 3 and the FaZe versus Imperial game to round out your day. Gentlemen, just can you press N on that keyboard for me? It's triggering me. Thank you.
There you go.
And then we'll get a control. Okay, sweet.
All right. Round number 8, Eternal Fire looking pretty strong. It's been a convincing T-side performance after going down 3-1 after losing the pistol. It's been nothing but Turkish victories in the last 3.
Yeah, you mentioned it when it opened up. Very strong map for Eternal Fire. We've obviously seen them have some great wins on this map, and it's a huge comfort position. Xantares is in a nice place to have good impact.
It's Wicardia who's the star of the show. Usually on the T side of Vertigo, he works at a ramp to perfection. Like, he's an absolute beast, so just walking up by himself, finding a couple of kills.
That's a nightmare of a pairing, Xantares and Wicardia, to deal with that ramp, actually.
Super powerful. Like, people have been saying it on the broadcast already, but this is the best Turkish lineup we've ever had in 10 years of CSGO.
Quarterfinalists at the Copenhagen Major.
Amazing. What a story that was. Deep run, good to see Woxit back at top tier CS, actually playing well. Yeah. At the same time, wasn't just there to make up the numbers, he actually had a really good showing.
Yeah, some very good maps. This is Eternal Fire gaining this map control at a ramp and then just bleeding all the utility away.
Oh, Miss Molly.
Yeah. Oh no, that's going to be uncomfortable to deal with. Woxit's not flushed out, Xantares fired up. He wants to push this smoke, goes to the spam instead, and Staehr and Device holding their own here, fending them off towards the A bomb site. Maja trying to scramble toward the site with the bomb, can't get it planted, and with 25 seconds remaining, I think it's a done deal. Now already missing out on the shot. Calyx will relinquish control of A ramp, and Jabbi on the backstab.
This is dirty.
Nice, and he already saw Xantares as the forward player, so he knows exactly where he's evacuated to. 14 seconds on the clock, and Astralis is going to be happy. Ooh, they are hunting. They actually are pushing all the way down for him, but they probably don't go past the bridge.
I guess it gets the AWP for certain, some AK upgrades as well, 3 of which, so that is a nice little bounty.
Yeah.
Not the chocolate bar. How do you guys feel about coconut and your chockies?
I hate it.
I like it.
I'm indifferent.
I like it, bounty.
If it's there, it's the only option, I'll eat it. But I don't really...
Henry doesn't like sweets.
Yeah, I don't really do those anyway. So I'd eat one.
Yeah. If you had to.
If
someone really sat you down and said, you must eat this.
For some reason that happened, yeah, I'd choose the bounty. Right then. 4-4. We've got a game on our hands.
We do indeed.
No blowouts yet.
I think this is a CT bias map, right? So Astralis should be setting their sights on the lion's share. So 7 I think they should be happy with.
Well, they've got 3 AKs now in the mix as well. It's the strongest that defense can look. Device, the same pick he took in the first gun round. He took down, it was Xantares before, but Maja runs straight by him, and it's going to be Device.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Big miss, and it's actually saved by Staehr. He gets himself the 2nd kill of the round. Device chimes in for the 3rd. Looks like the 4th as well. Calyx will finally silence him. And it looks like Astralis has done more than enough. Oh, absolutely.
Just mauled him.
Especially because he's the one who takes the attention of the first player coming through the smoke that allows Device to stay alive and re-peak for the engagements after the fact. Does a great job of providing some support to his AWPer, and it's a 5-4 lead.
And it might be a partial investment from Eternal Fire. It's only Xantares with enough to get the AK in the hands. Well covered from Staehr. Phenomenal work from him. Lines him up, locks him down. And
he feels like he's coming into his own in this team as well.
Yeah, well, I think the vibe is just generally so much better. They had faces like slapped ass over there at the RMRs, so...
Oh, their asses did get slapped at the RMR, so...
Yeah, they weren't having fun. And I mentioned Xantares can buy an AK-47.
That's what we're all here for.
We're here to have a good time.
Some ass-slapping fun.
That's why the people at home are watching. Have a good time, lighten up the day, give you some enjoyment.
Oh, this is a Xantares round if ever I've seen one. That was his first chance to strike. He doesn't convert it. A little bit of damage inflicted towards Bro. And that might be their only chance, because now they know exactly what the rifle is. They can start taking some map control. They've rotated 3 players over towards B. Do they dare go back towards the A side of the map?
He's flexing, man. He wants that fight so bad.
It's so difficult to return and go back without info.
So what's the next play? You're just hoping Xantares can find a pick? That's kind of the call at this point.
Yeah, 1 smoke, 2 flashes. I don't even think you have the resources to really scale and progress up A ramp into the A bomb site.
No idea if they push down. You don't know if they have the scaffolding under their remit. Send in the Tech 9s first.
But this is at least a long-range duel that he can find. So the pistol's making noise, gonna jump spot. I think Madja did see Staehr.
Sure, they just go back though, right?
Have to.
You just want to show presence here.
Keep the rotation, which it did.
Yeah, but Staehr's playing this smart. He's still I don't feel any risk from this. This doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of strength behind it. I'll keep information, stay stacked over towards the B bomb site.
How many does Jabbi get? I'm saying 3.
Ooh.
2.
It is hard to say 3 when someone opens with 3, isn't it?
Well, you can say 3.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter. He's got 0 so far.
There's the 2.
There's 2.
3!
Ooh, he's done it.
Done it.
Give him 1 more.
Calix with the Desert Eagle. He's got Kevlar as well, but I don't think he'll be doing much with this. That was his opportunity.
Yeah, don't kill him. Just run away. Oh my god, just run away,
He's got
boys.
the AK, though. He's got the AK in armor.
Ah, you're
it's
right.
fine.
You're right.
Doesn't matter.
God damn.
So much excitement.
Yeah. I had to grab him before I got
Right him back in.
The world
The classic
first.
Henry G. Zadika's clip at moment.
Clap it. Yeah, we just talked about that in the pre-segment. Okay. Well, so he saved the AK. Like we said, they won't get money, but he already has the armor. He's got 1800 for utility. He's actually in a pretty fine spot. It will be the tactical timeout, second of which used by Eternal Fire. This one's starting to slip out of their grasp. 6-4. Some very convincing rounds from the likes of Astralis. Now who've got 4 AK-47s on the CT side. An incredibly potent prospect for the Danes. Device on the M4. Could bring out the AWP, but it's not worth at this stage. Get 1 more round ahead of them after this.
I don't know. It might be worth it if you wanted to play with it.
I mean,
plenty of cash, you know?
Yeah.
But how does Xantares buy the hero AK now? He's having to operate with the MAC-10. He's one of the star rifles. He's the only player who's got
they passed it over.
There it is.
We chatted with Major. Major was like, he's gonna set his boys up.
Still a valuable point.
Just wanted to say it.
No, it's good. It works. Like, do you remember the Na'Vi days was the most egregious of that one? Like Simple playing Deagle or Tech 9 every time.
Zeus has got the AK.
Zeus and Edward have got the AKs.
It's like, yeah, but I'll get more out of the Deagle. Doesn't matter what gun I
hated that.
You'll also get more out of the AK.
You get a lot more out of the AK, yeah. So let's do that, shall we?
Ooh, Wakadia heard the drop off of the boost. You can see Motor Mouth. And we mentioned how strong he can be with A-ramp control. Hasn't had the easiest time of it thus far.
Some of the typical win conditions for Eternal Fire on Vertigo just haven't, like Xantares and Wakadia, as you mentioned, just quiet games. We haven't seen like the full-blown impact, full-force A-ramp take where they're able to multi-kill and gain a lot of space with it.
Normally go to the doctors after it becomes full-blown.
So what can be done? A minute on the clock, very much brawly sort of round here. You have 0 utility on the T side and 0 Xantares now as he gets removed early. Staehr will find him and continues to push out of scaffolding. Punished for it. Walks in with the AK-47. Brings that to a 4-4. Wakadia, that is ugly.
Dear.
It was a good seesaw. Just couldn't control the shot.
Yeah, it was actually a really smart movement. Just misses the kill.
Lost control of the garden hose. It happens.
Well, Bro is kind of on an island here for the moment. Molotov going to separate them. That's good. Jabbi comes through it just to get the 1 kill. And Bro gets to relax and chill. Major coming up over the top, and it's a 2-on-2, but not for long.
All right, Watsick.
You take the plant.
I'm down for a clutch, actually. Oh, okay, maybe not so much anymore. That damage
hurts.
Couldn't have been more severe if they tried. His device to close things out. Nice flashbang from his teammate as well. Nothing could be done for Woxic, but he did get the plant.
Yeah, good utility usage. The nade, the flash from device, the flash from Staehr after the fact. So just nothing for Woxic to do in the clutch. No time to even get it going. 7-4.
Yeah, there's the 7 that Astralis would be looking for in this first half. 8's great. I think Eternal Fire are happy with 4 or 5. So going into the final round of the half coming up next should be... The defuse took a while, guys, because Astralis were picking up all the goodies. That's just if you're wondering. There's no issues. No issues at all.
Some alarm bells, though, Chad, because the rounds they've won, I think, have been more in an intellectual manner. They've just been finding one pick, completely segregating bomb sites, forcing them to save. Their stars are not showing up as of yet. Like Wakadia, as I mentioned, one of the best A-ramp players in all of CS2. He's on 3 kills, 11 deaths. Antara's only with 5. Like, it's early days here, but they're not looking their usual steadfast selves. We'll see if they can pick up the pieces here in round number 12. Last of this first half, Maja going to be challenged by Device here. He's having a strong performance, 8-3. New in-game leader for Astralis.
Oh, Major's got to run, and he's got the kill, but Device returns with the AWP. Device has been pretty impactful peeking down this A-ramp with the AWP. He's had supremacy so far in this map.
Yeah, but it feels like Staehr's the one that's mopped up when the mess has really started to manifest.
Yeah, the 4-4 technically favors the T side. Oh, that smoke.
Yeah, Wakadia can path through it. Device 2, this is crazy. Yeah, Device not expecting anybody to brave it. Wakadia looked at it as an open window.
Yeah, but the follow-up of Staehr in this position. Well, what do you expect that?
Oh my god, if he goes down.
It's actually
no
kind of sick.
way.
It's actually really sick. But he's dead.
All right, so a lot of risks being taken in this round so far.
Without risk, there is no reward.
Amen. Bro has shifted over. He's going to anchor down this A bomb site. Jabbi is tucked in deep at the B bomb site. Defense is split. Bro's going to call them over, and that's a good time for him to step up.
Oh, the footsteps might be heard. Is Jabbi hearing any of this?
Negative, Ghost Rider. Ooh, maybe he did. He does now.
Has to let the bomb go down. 2v2.
Major's so far away though. This is I don't think Astralis realizes it, but this is a 2-on-1 at the B bomb site.
Yeah, he's going for the long con, the big backstab.
They have a
through
smoke
the
and
elevators.
kids, Henry.
Oh yeah, you're right. Imagine he needs to get his skates on here. Calyx, all he can really do is try and stay alive. He can't really justify going for the fights. He needs to try and hold him to the bomb.
Just sit it, boys.
Oh, they actually could.
Major's coming up over the boost now. Good spam. They're actually not sticking the defuse, so a chance. Ooh, and that's a good turn from Jabbi, but a nice shot, a better shot from Calyx. It's a 7-5 scoreline. New look Astralis with Device in the leadership role is in control.
know, I've been selling Nico as an IGL for most of my career anyways.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're enjoying a Tuesday. It's in Europe. You probably clocked off work and you've chosen to watch a bit of ESL Pro League Season 19. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Astralis take on Eternal Fire, an epic first half here on Vertigo. We move on to the second, where Eternal Fire will have to flex their CT muscles. Smokes and a Molotov, and a cheeky flashbang to boot as well. PT-50 in the hands of Staehr, and a very important pistol round, as always, in MR12. What's his smoke then?
I's normally the one throwing out the util. That's going to land mid-sight, so it should cover off, do the job of 2 smokes, then they can reuse Stowns a little bit later. Should be in for the plant, unless Zantares fights them off.
Oh, is he going to swing out? Nope, he gives it up. Backs away behind the smoke, spams through, tries to get lucky. Sticks the plant, 1 nade worth of damage coming out onto Staehr, but he'll even be able to escape after the fact. So a 5-on-5 post-plant. And yes, that re-smoke is going to delay things. More utility coming in behind the smokes as well. And Eternal Fire gearing up for this final push. First kill to Wakadia, but the crossfires are just so strong, and it's a slaughter into a 2-on-2. And Device just hugging the walls, and Tears is low, Woxic is low, and Device has got a little bit more damage, and now it just feels way too far out of reach. And Device grabs the final kill. That's pistol for Astralis.
How good Staehr on the pistols? That's 6 kills over both pistols in this map so far from Staehr.
Yeah, he's up to 16 kills, 7 deaths. He's absolutely smashing them here on Vertigo. Lovely pistol round as well. Chad, as you pointed out, that nice smoke from T-Spawn as well. It kind of blooms just as they're coming up the top of the ramp. It guarantees that bomb plant, and Eternal Fire are known for this setup of retaking the bomb site, using the HE grenades to deny the plant, but no damage en route. Just meant it was a clean plant, even though they did about 100 damage with the grenade. Wasn't nearly enough to get the round in their favor, and we're seeing a force buy on the second round on the CT side, and this is coming to fashion a lot more the last month of CS2, but historically, you don't make this buy because you're up against the rifles.
Yeah, it's something that Eternal Fire have been pretty decent at in terms of converting the second round forces, but as soon as one player drops in the first 15 seconds of the round, all of that hype around it just slips straight through the fingers. Now you need to hope that they walk into the gamble stack, which at the moment looks like the complete opposite is starting to unfold.
Yeah.
You might just have to save.
As we mentioned, the stars of Eternal Fire aren't exactly shining bright today.
Yeah,
so
their game doesn't have as much strength as I'm used to seeing.
Exactly. We haven't seen like an unbelievable moment. I guess that Calyx entry in towards B with the Galil, the most exciting moment we've seen out of Eternal Fire. And sure, he's one of the main pieces of the puzzle, but it's Wakadia and Zantares are the starring acts. You are going to see a guaranteed round here, as Chad mentioned. They're going to have to save the little they've got. 3 MP9s and a 5.7. Wakadia just trying to sneak away at this point. I don't think even justify a hunt here. Let them save these SMGs, keep your 5 rifles alive and well. Your money's strong.
The only thing I hate about this when you're on the T side is the fact that every round is a threat. You never get that, all right, guys, they're on full eco. Let's just, you know, you can take your foot off the gas a bit now. It's like, oh, God damn it. We know they forced. There's going to be MP9s and 5.7s that we have to deal with again.
Yeah.
Always tough.
These are the most stressful rounds, I feel. These against MP9s and like 5.7s. There's always such like a level of worry in every decision you make if you're walking into a stack or close up to a 5.7. 9.5.
Yeah, Astralis on their opponent's pick, looking very comfortable here after winning the pistol in the second half. But
can we get a bit more goofy now? Or
now?
Well, I just like if it was back and forth, should we wait until the?
Let's see if they can bring it close. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to get goofy about?
I don't know.
Okay.
I like getting goofy.
You guys did the Harry Potter segment. I think that's been the strongest. I think it's been the strongest part of the broadcast so far.
Thanks. We prepped that all morning.
That was actually. I like Jason's contribution of Wingardium Levioso when he was playing Wingardium.
That was pretty good.
That was really funny.
That was nice.
I was impressed. I actually, for the first time in a while, I actually laughed.
I'm not usually, top tier at those kinds of things, but that might have been some of my best work.
You surprised me. Like, I expected Harry to carry that, but you stole the show.
I really like the Molotov that you've been highlighting there, Odds team. I'd like you to give yourself a pat on the back, Russian MC.
Yeah, cheers, man. That's what we do down here.
Getting it done.
Give MC the knuckles, mate. You don't even have to have a hand on the keyboard right now.
Yeah, I'm hands off keyboard right now.
Does
I'm chilling.
Rush have a camera this time?
I don't know.
I do have a camera. I don't know if they can bring it in.
We don't need it right now. Just more.
Oh, no, bring it in, man. It's fine.
All right.
He's keen.
I don't know how it's set up there.
Look at him.
Oh, good to see you.
What's going on? I'd show you my keyboard, but I probably shouldn't.
What kind of keyboard is it?
What's
It's
that
just a
on the
normal
keyboard?
keyboard. Just
Yeah.
a standard keyboard.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got the numbers.
Why did you bring it up?
Don't know, I'm using it.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. You
Yeah.
use the keyboard to interact with the game, so you're going to show us how it all works.
Yeah, I thought I'd just show you the keyboard.
Well,
yeah.
cheers, Rush.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Catch you later.
See you in a bit.
Thanks for that.
Let's turn his light off. Bye, Rush. Well, this is the game, isn't it?
This is it. It all comes down to this. They've got a nice full buy here.
Off in the hands of Woxic is nice.
Yeah, hasn't really got going as of yet, but he was on the T side in the first half. It's not the most ideal scenario for an AWPer. CT side expecting to sink his teeth in. He is up against Device, who's got Big Green himself.
He's positioned passively in middle, Woxic, and that's Major stepping
Nice
up
kill.
to the plate, finds Staehr, rips his head off. That's over towards B Stairs. So Bro is still here. Stairs is not clear, but that smoke is going to negate any aggression that Astralis want to bring out.
Well, Major's been tickled, wasn't heard, now spotted, in trouble, chipped down to half, and eventually finished by Jabbi.
He had such a nice opening frag, and as we always say, like if you give it up like that, it goes back to a 4-4. The advantage is actually just given over. There was no trade potential. He couldn't get out, and Device has found the second incision towards the A ramp. Cardia's struggles continue. He's 6-15. He has died every single round.
Oh, that's a
Quick math
shot.
right there, Henry.
I know.
Wow.
Well, this is round 16, so I guess he hasn't. But you know what I mean. He's
Yeah.
died pretty much every round.
As close as
Yeah.
you could
So
without
the maths
dying
are actually
every round.
wrong, but
Yeah,
they
well,
were
that's-
fast.
It was quick.
They were fast.
From a 5-on-4 to a 1v4.
Oh, that's rough. That might be GG. Chad, what jokes have you got for us? Anything about whales or?
Any other aquatic animal?
No, nothing about that. But I do.
I heard you didn't like my whale joke, Henry.
I mean, I guess I didn't really get it. I didn't appreciate the
I
levels
was listening
to
in the
it.
green room, and I
didn't appreciate the levels to it. And now someone explains it to me, like, oh, they don't speak English. That's why he's saying, oh, you're drunk. That's the joke.
Yeah,
right?
that's the yeah.
It's funny, and now I understand it. At the time, I was just like, oh, is it just one of those throwaway jokes that has no punchline? But now I understand it. Maybe I take those words back.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I appreciate it, yeah.
All right.
Also,
I apologize.
Harry did ruin the flow. It was Harry's fault.
He did actually. That was very rude of
Yeah.
Harry to jump in mid-joke.
I don't have any like jokes like that prepared.
Yeah, but you're also not a dad like Jason.
True, I suppose that's
In
right.
my defense, I learned that joke when I was not a dad.
It doesn't help your defense at all.
Shit.
If anything, you should have just stuck with the dad element. It would have been
Alright.
fine.
I thought that was a funny joke when I heard it.
No one's saying, well, I'm sure it got some laughs, but remember, as Joe Rogan always says, American comedians are the best. So it's probably a bit highbrow for Henry, myself, Harry, when
Yeah.
we're
That's
from
fair.
places that don't produce comedians as good as the US of A.
Yeah, we do a lot in the preservation of free speech, us comedians.
Yeah, you guys are great at it.
Well, here we go. Aggressive, of course. Woxic will be finding the business end of Device's AWP, unfortunately for him, and they get nothing in return. Whatever attack they had planned towards middle, the pounce with the MP9s has been completely thwarted, and now it's down to Wicardia. I'm not going to keep beating him up. Like, he has had a rough game, but if he could come to life now and save the day, avoid map point, that would be excellent. Doesn't happen whatsoever. Disjointed from his teammate.
All
And
in
now
maneuver,
it's
wasn't it?
Antares that has to deliver with the MP9 as sandbags. But Stawn's got a nade. He probably drops it right on his head.
Should we get a shift change like bell?
There it is. Oh my god.
I think we should,
max
like
damage.
a train bell or something,
Yeah,
like a steam.
or a gong.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to flush him out as
Ooh, a
well.
gong would be nice.
Well, Henry's still in.
Henry's still going,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I was casting the round. What are you guys talking about?
Like a shift change gong
Yeah.
or bell.
Oh, okay. This is signify the game's over.
No, signify that the next talent
the
shift
next
is coming
group's
in.
coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Different.
'Cause we do
ideas.
Like
One-
on our way out, we just bang the gong on the
We
way
do
out.
1.5 best of threes a day each. And
So
constant.
what's the halfway point after the
Right
first map?
After this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the first shift is the pre-show to the second.
Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, that's 2 segments, as it were.
And
So we
now
did the
we're going to
pre-show
go
and the
record
first
content
game.
for a couple of hours.
Some good content, I reckon.
I hope.
Calix, unfortunately, you are dead, my friend. Clean sweep. This one's starting to deflate. Eternal Fire's map pick as well. And they are down in the dumps. There is almost zero chance they bring this one back to life at this stage. They're looking flat as a unit. It hasn't been unlucky clutches that have fallen apart. Like, this CT side has just been very weak.
This whole map really has not been the Eternal Fire we expected to see after Copenhagen.
No, suddenly not. So does it all come crashing down here? Never normally does. They'll have a couple more left in them, I reckon.
I think it's over.
I think it's over as
Round
well.
number 13 is the hardest to find.
This is a non-starter. Jabbi going to throw this molly again, is he? Oh, he's been burnt down. They've actually delayed him being able to do that with a deep ladder molly. Did get out of his hands, heard it ricochet. He's down with a flash at the ready, pounce towards middle, and away they go. Alex able to deliver one. Jabbi with the trade, going to continue to take this space. He's hightailing it. There's a lot of pressure on this round. Look at all the space Jabbi's hoovered up.
Yeah, but he's the only one actually being aggressive. Staehr is coming in a little bit late, but he's just locked them into their different rotation points, and he's trying to keep some space for Staehr to have impact coming over the top. Not quite there yet. Molotov faded, so the rotation can now come through CT spawn. But Bro and Staehr in perfect position, cuts down Eternal Fire. They get lost in the execute of Astralis, and that is a well-constructed round. Vertigo, the last one left in a 1 versus 3. Gonna step into the Lion's Den and see what he's got for us. Trying to find anyone, but Astralis playing this smart, not letting anything slip away.
It's all done, Chad. Unless...
It's a blowout.
Unless it's the first
destruction.
blowout. It's the first blowout of season 19. You hate to see it. And yeah, that's a map pick as well. It's an absolute disaster, but very strong from Astralis. Great showing throughout. Great performance individually from Staehr especially. Just great team effort. And like I said, it was just a slow start from Eternal Fire. And I know that's the team we're not used to seeing here. No one really showed up in terms of Xantares, Wicardia, Woxic. Those are the names you really want to see at the top. Calyx had his moments, and I think he top fragged with 10 kills. Where is everyone else?
We'll have to find out on map 2. We're going to a break. Be right.